how do we modify, I'm going to get rid of my glasses, how do we modify squats for knee pain? So there's a couple things we can do. We start where you are. So you're being told you should strengthen your quadricep muscle, but you really can't squat very deeply. So I've got a chair with a few blankets on it here this morning. So the first thing you will do is kind of determine where you are, meaning, you know, if you can just do a little bit of a squat to this elevated position, that's where you start. And the position of your feet should be kind of lined up here with your feet, your knees, and your hips. So if your knees, a lot of times with arthritis, those knees want to sort of go inward. We want to have them go out. We want to press out. So if you do have a band, you could, in order to activate that outer thigh a little more, is put a band up above the knees so that you counter that inward motion and you want to be pushing outward. So here I am. Now I've got a wall next to me too, so I'm just going to go through this motion maybe and hold onto the wall. And I just like to put my hand forward to give me a little counterbalance. So I've got one hand forward, another hand on the wall. I'm going to go down, I'm going to touch my blankets, and I'm going to come up. And the whole time I'm pushing outward with my knees to counter that valgus, that knock-kneed position. And again, I've got 3 blankets on this chair. Another thing would be like a high bar stool you could start with. And you're going down and up. Now the position of your feet should be, bend them as far in and under you as you can, so that as you reach forward, you have this forward momentum, right? So I'm gonna go forward and down, pushing outward with my band. If that's easy, then what you start doing is getting rid of the blankets, right? So if you can go deeper, you can start doing more of a squat here. Now, I really like to have people come forward on their chair, walk your feet back as far as you can, and then up and down from here. Now, I still have the band around my leg if I have a band. If I don't have a band, then what I want to do is, I'm going to put the band over to the side. And this is, you could get something like this at Target, Dick's, online, Amazon, and just like a medium resistance band. Some people with arthritis over the years have told me that they don't really like going up and down, up and down. So what we can do in that case is use the wall and hold. So I'm going to place my back against the wall. I will walk my feet out and then come down to a point where I feel comfortable holding, and then I'll hold. Now, I've got a chair next to me and the wall. So if you do get yourself into this position, you think, oh my gosh, I can't get back up. You lean forward and push against the wall. The other thing would be to have this chair, I'm going to turn it around, so that as I go down into my wall squat and I hold, I know I could put one hand on the wall and one hand on the chair and get myself back up. Now, maybe you have knee arthritis and you can do this, but you're saying, I really don't feel it very much. You can have some little dumbbells and you could hold. You can either put the dumbbells there on your thighs or to the side. Let me get different colored dumbbells so you can see them better. The blue kind of blends in with so if you want to go a little lower and feel a little bit more of that thigh, you can have the weights here on your thighs or hold at the side. I kind of like them up at the thigh. And again, I'm keeping those knees from rolling in. I'm pushing them outward. Now, I'm on a floor that's concrete, so I can drop them if I need to get back up. So definitely consider the floor, and then I'm going to come up this way. But I could drop the weights if I needed to. All right, so we've had elevated squats with 3 blankets to start. We then got rid of the blankets and did standing, touching with the chair, or wall, sitting, add weight. And then once those all, feel easy or you're ready to move on from there, again, I'm going to pick bigger weights just that are red so you can see them better. We can start with little small range squats. Just working in the range that feels good for you. So if you have osteoporosis, we do like to load the spine a little bit, right? That's how you're going to stimulate bone development. Let me grab my little green ones. So these are 3-pounders. So I could be here and just start with little range squats. And your small weights as you get started. And then as those get easy and your legs get stronger and you're going deeper, you can go a little deeper and a little deeper. And again, this is going to take a while before those muscles are strong enough. Muscle takes 12 weeks to build. So this is not going to improve in a month or even 6 weeks. You're going to have to wait about 3 months of consistent weight training till you get to a point where maybe you move on to like a goblet squat, where you hold that in your hand and then you're up and down, right? And you can do the goblet squat with a kettlebell with a chair as well. So always feels like you can be safe. So you could do a little kettlebell here. I've got my back nice and straight, got my little kettlebell, and that's the progression. All right, let me come back, say hello.